Who told me it's a creative focus? Well done. Well, we've got Dennis is going to hand out the beautiful. Da 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 da.
You have the great responsibility of picking the next month MDC. Do, yes. 1 to 4, please. Right, and 1 to 30? 27. And would you like to read out to see what the topic is, please? Ah, all right. Okay, let's have light. Well done. Okay, so 4 and 27. 327. Don't want to change it. Icon. Would you like to verify that?
Icon, yeah.
ICON. Icon is the next MDC. Thank you.
Awesome. Icon. We'll have to look that one up, aren't we? Not iconic. Icon. Great Kiwi icon. Any ideas? Sorry? Got a month. Self-portrait icon. Okay, so just a quickie, guys, to let you know, if you haven't put in your open projected image for number 6, it goes in tonight. So when you get home, make sure you can do that. Following on from Ian's talk last week, creating a set, 6 diverse images. Let you know the hand is the 2nd of September, and we'll be seeing them on the 16th. Now, he is or has organised a walkabout this Sunday at the 2nd of August at 9:30 at the Antigua boat sheds, and it's to practice observation. So he has sent recently a video for you to watch, and it's really fascinating. Hands up who's seen it. Yeah. It's really good, isn't it? It's amazing. I really recommend that you open that up from our president, who's not here today. He's got sent his apologies. But if you have a look at that, you will be taken on another journey of observation. And in doing that, join everyone on Sunday for the walkabout with those pointers in mind, which will also help with his diverse image set. So it all links in rather beautifully. So practice your observation skills, which is great. Yes, please do. Penny is going to come up and have a quick word.
Hi all, just a reminder or information for you. The opening of our exhibition is on Saturday the 8th of August at 1 p.m. at the gallery. So please come, bring your family, friends, whoever you like, and let's show off what we can do. Thanks.
With Penny here, I think we should really put our hands together. Penny, you've done so much work and you've been absolutely amazing. Thank you. We really appreciate it from our hearts. That's absolutely wonderful. I mean, to get us going, I mean, it's pretty hard work, isn't it? The kick in the pants. I mean, we're quite slow, so well done for us getting organized. Wonderful. That's really good. Oh, that's nice to hear that everyone has embraced that really well. Great. No, no, never be disappointed. No, no, not at all. No. So that's really cool. Good to know. A couple of things also. There's a couple of other New Brighton National Photojournalism Salon is open till the 31st of July. The National Portrait Salon in Tauranga is open to the 31st of July. And Nelson have got their triptych, which is open to the 31st of July. So these things are closing soon. So there's another way to put your energy into other salons that are going on. They're all online. Diane has put that information up there for you. So I'm going to just very quickly hand over to Alan, who's going to read the comments from John Hart, who is our judge for the natural history print competition that you are about to see. So without further ado, lights off and let's get rolling.
Although I generally like the conceptualization of the sensitive grooming scene, I could see where some enhancement could have helped. A little more light in the eye areas is needed to show up the detail that is there. Including all of the left-hand tail would be preferred. Finally, a crop off the sky towards the top border would enhance the composition. This is a score 2. I found this interesting in terms of the locational information and the camouflage aspect. Unfortunately, the bustard is just not sharp enough. While it is useful to see your fungi in a wider context, a heavy crop off the top and two sides, plus the use of a tripod and small aperture, could have yielded a sharp, successful study of the fungi family. Cream split gills at Beeley. Generally, you were there with your exposure and composition, but your depth of field was falling off towards the lower corners. Were you using a tripod to allow you to use a smaller aperture and faster shutter speed? Martial eagle with monitor lizard. Unfortunately, your print exposure was significantly darker than that of your digital copy, allowing a more difficult view of the underwing plumage of the prey. Nursery web spider. When composing shots such as this out in the field, it is important to place the spider's eyes in a strong position. If this was your intention, you should have made known through the title placement that you wish the print to be judged showing a vertical format. That could have resulted in a higher ranking. Interloma hochsteteri. Interestingly, your digital copy presented more pleasingly than your print. While the color contrast helps your fungi to advance in both media, your depth of field is very shallow, which has resulted in a degree of over-sharpening. With the fungi not showing much detail, the flashlight falling on the cap becomes too dominant. Use of a very small aperture with the camera on a tripod may have extracted a lot more informational value from the background ecology, similar to what is in the bottom left-hand corner. Dwarf mongoose, Heligale parvula in Kruger Park. I liked your efforts to compose your study of the dwarf mongoose, but the overall capture technique and post-exposure processing seem to have left a somewhat degraded effect. Pushing the exposure, the overuse of a long focal length lens, or over-sharpening could be factors. Oxalis articulata, growing wild in Jinping, China. Your oxalis study had an initial pleasing decorative effect. However, in a nature section, I was concerned about the fall-off and depth of field around the edges. To support your title about their growing in the wild, it would have been helpful to see a wider view of their habitat and degree of their distribution in the wild. Thanks for the geographic information. Please note that the positioning of the title at the back of your print indicates a horizontal format, whereas the digital copy indicates vertical. Score 3. Reef heron with catch. Your choice to use settings for a narrow depth of field has brought both rewards and consequences. The sharpness of the heron and its catch have been enhanced, but the contrasty light on the legs has become more isolated and distracting. Conversely, the softness now in the foreground has precluded our identifying components relevant to a food gathering theme. I only mention these points to argue the value of taking several exposure options when you are out in the field. White heron and chick. I really liked the way the head and plumage of the white heron parent had been portrayed. However, I would have preferred for the chick to have not so heavily been cropped at the base of the image. Showing a wider view of the protective nature of the nesting site may have added value. Bartail godwits, Quaka lamosa laponica. A successful capture in terms of good light, exposure, and the use of two birds to show different views of plumage, structure, flight readiness, and habitat. I believe a small crop of the left and top borders would enhance the composition. Pinnacles Desert Natural Limestone Formations, Namberg National Park, WA. I was photographing the pinnacles in 2010 when two buses arrived full of tourist couples, holding cameras and parasols with which to enhance the desert scenery. Needless to say, I appreciated your portrayal of the arid, statuesque environment with its constant weathering by the elements. I liked your slightly clipped exposure, but wondered why you did not choose a horizontal format to reduce some of the sky and include more of the wind patterns in the foreground. Coral fungus. This print, illustrating the contrasting colour and structure of the coral, added variety to the exhibition. Brief additional locational information would have been welcome. Head and tail detail of Parvo crystallis in Yangzhou, China. A sharp and well-composed study of your subject's colourful and patterned plumage. I appreciated your informative title. I would have liked to see a little more light in the eye area. Odd-leaf orchids, flower and bud. Aperostylus bifolia in Arthur's Pass. An informative title and evidence in the print of good technique in handling exposure and focus challenges. There is space for you to have included slightly more ecological material in the background. Kenko, New Zealand fur seal. This sneaked into the lower acceptance ranking because it portrayed the fur and structure of the New Zealand seal pup quite well. However, I was left with a number of questions about its vulnerability in relation to the locations of parents, peer nursery, sea, etc. Answers could have been included in the title in a meaningful way. Sacred kingfisher, Kotari Todiramphus sanctus. I commend your aligning all your subject matter on the same plane so as to help achieve such good sharpness, including an additional behavioural moment or other aspects of the kingfisher's environment, could have increased the print's value. Mollymawk, Kaikoura. The plumage and structural details have been well captured in this passive study of the mollymawk at rest on water. Needs to show more behavioural or storytelling information to merit a higher ranking, and that was a score 4. Martial eagle, the largest African eagle. The menacing eyes, strongly rendered plumage, the weathered perch, and the harsh blue sky all add strength to this portrait of the martial eagle. A small crop from the top and side edges would add even further strength. Some locational information would be appreciated. White-capped albatross in flight. I felt that the photographer's choice of angle of capture was interesting. The way it emphasized the long wingspan of the albatross. The long lens did well to capture the head details from afar, while the sense of space and infinity reminds one of the long and lonely distances that the albatross can travel in its lifetime. The soft lighting and quiet sea provide further enhancement. This image could also be entered in an open section. Lilac-breasted roller. The photographer has demonstrated skill in creating a tidy composition of this lilac-breasted roller in flight. The inclusion of the branch suggests a logical launching pad. The plumage design is interesting, strong acceptance. Sorry. Emu. The portrait of the emu was well captured, but there is little in the background which may have provided additional ecological or environmental context. A wide-angle format can help to provide space for this. Still, it is a worthy acceptance. Sri Lankan macaques. This helpfully titled work captures very well a sensitively portrayed moment of protective parenting. Soft lighting and good differential focus further enhance the execution. Honours standard. Was that honours? Score 5, common kingfisher. Alcedo athis with prey. This entry had impact with its attention to plumage and prey detail, plus a somewhat architectural design aspect to the environmental composition. Karuhiruhi pied shag. This print was awarded maximum points because it showed very good use of photographic technique and a varied range, both structural and behavioural information of this cormorant family. The capture also invites the viewer to note the sleepy state of the parent and the content countenance of the chick, to deduce that they have been fed following a food gathering excursion. God, I wish I could see.
Wonderful, thank you. Thank you for reading out those scores. Now, we are a bit short in dignitaries this week for handing out certificates and things like that. So it's been me, and we could... Would you be able to hand out some certificates? If you can hold on the knob. Yes, okay, wonderful. So we will have the first reef heron with catch from Dawn Kirk. Thank you. Oh, sorry, let me give these to you. Nicola Jackson isn't here, but she was the white heron. So thank you. Nerily, are you here? Thank you. This is Nerily's bar-tailed godwit. It's nice to have Newell here. It's quite fun, isn't it? Okay, so have we got Karen? Karen McCorney? No, what can't she? Jane Barnes? No, Jane with the... Should we give her a clap anyway? Because coral fungus is quite beautiful. And she might be watching. Hi, Jane. You never know. Mr. Phillips. Alistair, well done. There we go. I thought this might be Shirley's. Well done, Shirley. And Rach, are you here, Rach? No? Well done, Rach. This was the first seal. Thank you. I wonder if that was in Kaikoura when we were up there. Neroli Kitang, lovely. So the sacred kingfisher. And a show of hands for Karen McConaughey, the Molly Hawkmork and Kaikoura. And next we have Diane Andrews, which I know she's not here, but the Marshall Eagle. That's amazing, isn't it? So we have high acceptance for Dawn Kirk with the white-capped albatross. Beautiful. Now remember to go up and have a look at these photos before their owners take them. They're a little different from what you see up there. So they've been judged not from what we're looking at. So this is the lilac-breasted roller from Carolyn Elcock. Well done, Carolyn. And I love the little feather on the head. So well done, Adrian. And these are from Anne and the Sri Lankan monkeys. Congratulations. High acceptance going to honours for JK and his common kingfisher with prey. And Rach, congratulations once again if you're listening. Well done. These are beautiful pied shags and the family. Well done to one and all. That gets honours and best in show. So when you come, don't forget your little tag as well. Congratulations for Rachel. Thank you very much to John if you're listening. I hope we got your reading done well. Thank you very much to the boys for setting up all the tech tonight. Please put your hands together for them. For the opening was that probably Dennis? Thank you very much. And the closing. But let's have a little word. Yes, I was going to see if anyone was here to talk about their photographs.
I'd just like to make a comment. Some of you, when you put your title onto the website, when you load it up, put in natural history print. That's not part of the title. If you want to have that information, there's another field where you can put all that in. I do. I have a huge, great big long file name for all my print, every photograph I take, and I put that in. That's the author's ID. But for title, it makes it a lot easier for those of us that are reading if we don't have to sort of negotiate all this extra information. We just want the title, and I got confused a couple of times, you would have noticed. So that's just a comment that I have to make. So I would appreciate a little bit of help there from you all.
Thank you. I think that confusion may have come from because we have to put natural history if we want it to go into the natural history selection at the end of just NH. Oh, not writing the full word. Okay. So I might clarify it even more. Perfect. Thank you, John. Yes, let's go back because we've probably got a little bit of time. Obviously, Rach isn't here, can't talk to hers, but JK is. So JK, would you like to come and talk about your beautiful image? Yes, you would. Oh, in Singapore Park. Okay, cool. Lots of people taking the same picture. Yeah. What is he eating? What is it he's eating? A crab. Fish. Is the fish. Okay. Okay. Nice. Next. Thank you, JK. So, Anne, would you like to talk about your monkeys?
I talk speak loudly. Okay. This image taken in Sri Lanka when I travel there. I use the 80 to 400 lens, and actually quite a few monkey there, and they all move very hard to shot. But this one I saw the like mother hold the baby, and first time seeing the monkey baby look like that is the face looks like older. Yeah, so I shot this image.
Okay. Looks like he's had a bad hair day as well, doesn't it? I mean, you do when you've got young kids, right? You don't have time to do your hair, right? Next one, who have we got? Oh, Adrian. Looking at me like that.
No, it was just at Willowbank, and yeah, I noticed the feather on the head too, and that just, yeah, I wasn't expecting much from this photo. I was thinking my other one would do better, but
Something about emus that I learned because I've been to, well, not Willowbank, but went to Urana Park, and I was on the little kids train, and they said that the brain of the emu is the size, it's actually smaller than one of their eyes. Go figure. And they make those funny noises, don't they? It's a big thump, thump. Have you heard them? They beat people walking, yeah. Oh, in a war. Oh. Lost me there. Oh, the claws. Yeah, they got big claws, right? Is that what you mean? Oh, did they? Yeah, I'll look it up. I'll Google it. Yeah, sorry. That went over my head, but I know that they were chased, were they? They had a fight with them. Really? Oh, okay. With the army and the emus. Oh, there you go. So that might be quite interesting. Next one. Sorry, Beautiful. Carolyn, are you here? Yes.
This is probably my favourite shot from my trip to Africa. A really pretty bird. You've got a lovely lilac front, but I like this one. We just caught him as he was taking off.
We've still got some more to come on this honours. Oh, Dawn.
So this is just taken at Kaikoura, but we were lucky when we went out early morning and the sea was quite calm and the sun had just come up. So I think the light adds a lot to it.
Have we got some more score fours that we could take this to? No, she's away. No, okay, that's it. So any more information to go out to the club? So we'll close up quite early, and I thought we might be here for a while. If you've got time, please look at those pictures, because those images are not judged from what we've seen. They're judged from what the author, well, they're not the author, from John Hart, what he's seen, which is this work here. So congratulations to everybody. And next week, next week's a new week, isn't it? So I went over my head. I'm at NZIPP doing some print handling, so I might see some of you down there. If I've seen you down there, Kelly, doing some work. So there may be a smaller group here next week, perhaps because of NZIPP going on. Okay, so drive home safely, and we'll see you not next week.